All right, let's jump right in. Get this. The average person has something like 60,000 thoughts a day. 60,000! And here's the kicker. For most of us, a huge chunk of those are negative or just the same old worries on a loop. That is a ton of mental noise. So in this explainer, we're going to pull together some really powerful wisdom to help us cut through all that static. We're going to go from a mind that's chaotic and reactive to one that's clear, calm, and actually in our control.
So let me just ask you, does your mind ever feel just, full of noise? Like you're constantly being pulled in a million different directions, feeling totally overwhelmed, distracted, or even hijacked by your own feelings? You try to be patient, but then somebody cuts you off in traffic and it ruins your morning. You try to focus, but your phone is buzzing and notifications are popping up everywhere. It's a feeling we all know way too well.
And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. So often we think our biggest problems are out there, the bad traffic, our demanding boss, the state of the world. But the real battle, it's happening inside our own heads. Just think about it. A coworker makes some offhand comment. The words themselves are nothing, but our emotional reaction to those words can send us into a tailspin for the rest of the day. It's not the comment that's destroying us, it's the internal storm it creates. So, if we want to win that inner battle, the very first step is to understand the machine we're working with. We need to pop the hood and see what's really going on in there, what's driving all our reactions.
Now, this is absolutely fascinating. It's like we're running two completely different operating systems at the same time. On one hand, you have this ancient survival brain. It's been hardwired for millions of years with one single job, keep you alive. That's it. It's a professional worrier, and it can't tell the difference between a real, life-threatening danger like a lion and a modern stressor like a blunt email from your boss. To your survival brain, they're the same level of threat. And then there's the modern you, the part that wants to find peace, to learn, to grow, and so much of our anxiety comes from the clash between these two systems. And this leads us to a really crucial idea about emotions. We tend to think that events make us feel a certain way, but that's not actually how it works. Emotions are not caused by the event itself. They are the direct result of our interpretation of that event. They're signals that come from the story we tell ourselves about what's happened.
This chart just lays it out so perfectly. The event is exactly the same for two people, turbulence on an airplane. But look at the difference. The person who thinks, oh my God, this plane is going to crash, they feel pure panic. The person who thinks this is totally normal, it'll pass in a minute, they stay calm. Same exact situation, but two completely different realities. And it all hinges on that one little thought you choose to believe. That right there is where your power is.
So, now that we understand the mechanics inside our heads, we're not just at their mercy anymore. We can actually do something about it. So let's get into the practical toolkit for managing that inner state and taking back the controls. Here is a super simple but incredibly powerful 3-step process. The next time a negative thought hits, don't just let it take you for a ride. First, just pause and notice it. See the thought without judging it. Step 2, question it. Ask yourself, is this thought 100% true? Is it actually helping me right now? And third, consciously choose a stronger, more useful thought. This isn't about fake positivity, it's about mental discipline, like reps at the gym. But, it's not all just in your head. This is a total game changer of a concept. You can use your physical body to directly influence your mental state. Your body and your mind are in a constant feedback loop with each other. I mean, think about it. When you feel defeated, what do? You slump, your shoulders round forward. But guess what? It works in reverse too. You can literally change how you feel by changing your posture. Try it right now. Stand up or sit up tall, pull your shoulders back. You are sending a direct biological message to your brain that says, I'm confident, I've got this. And this might be the fastest tool in your entire kit. When you feel that anxiety or anger rising, your breathing automatically gets short and shallow. That's a danger signal to your brain. But by consciously taking slow, deep breaths, you activate the calming part of your nervous system. It's a physiological override switch. It's like having a remote control to turn down the volume on stress, and you can use it anytime, anywhere.
Okay, so once we start getting a handle on our inner world, we can begin to apply that same clarity to our external world. This is all about directing our energy with real purpose.
This chart is a real wake-up call, isn't it? For most people, a huge chunk of our daily energy, like 80% of it, gets wasted on things that just don't matter in the long run. Gossip, worrying about the past, arguing on social media, all of it. And that leaves this tiny little 20% sliver for the things that actually build the life we want.
our goals, our health, our relationships. So the key is to focus your energy where it actually has an impact. This is a core idea from Stoic philosophy. You can't control other people's opinions, you can't control the traffic, and you certainly can't control the past. Trying to is just a recipe for misery. But what you can control, with 100% authority, are your thoughts, your reactions, and your daily actions. When you shift your focus from the things you can't control to the things you can, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and you become the architect of your life. And this is just a beautiful way to think about that focus. When your energy is scattered, trying to do a million things at once, you get a lot of smoke, but not much heat. But when you concentrate all your energy on your single most important priority, on lighting just one candle, you can create incredible momentum. That one strong flame can easily turn into a massive fire. All right, let's bring it all home. This last part is about taking these ideas, the intercom, the outer focus, and building them into a practical, sustainable way of life, a disciplined life, lived on purpose. You know, we all have to-do lists, but have you ever thought about making a not-to-do list? Success and peace of mind often come from what you eliminate, not what you add. Stop checking your phone the second you wake up. Stop complaining. Stop saying yes to things that drain your soul. Every no to a distraction is a powerful yes to what truly matters to you. Now this might be the most transformative idea of them all. We're so conditioned to see challenges and failures as roadblocks that get in our way. But what if they're not in the way at all? What if the obstacle is the way? The path to becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient isn't a smooth, easy road. It's a path forged by facing and overcoming those very obstacles. The storm is what carves the mountain. So we end with this. After everything we've talked about, understanding your own mind, learning the tools for calm, and knowing where to direct your energy, the only real question left is, what are you going to do with it? What is that one thing that truly matters? That one candle that you're going to focus all your energy on, starting today? That's the question that changes everything.